Hey, hey, welcome. So in today's video, I was sent this from this company. It's called a Q-Fun Laminator, A3 Cold and Thermal Laminator. I resisted even opening it until we got here tonight. So first thing I'm going to do is open it. Hopefully it's not too packed with stuff that I can't get it open. We sit here all night waiting for me to get it open and see what's inside. I got sick and so I just didn't feel like doing videos. Okay, so they sent me some laminator sheets and a little manual. And then, see if I can pull this out of the box without bumping my camera. I don't know if I'll have any use for that box or not. Let's hope it even works. Okay. Hey Teresa, hey Chow, hey Pam, welcome. Okay, here's what it looks like. And there's something inside of here, which is a paper cutter. And I don't know if you're supposed to leave this stuff inside or not. There's a corner rounder. I'll read the directions before I turn it on. There's a hole punch. Come here, you. I don't know what that little thingy is inside of there. Oh, a spare blade. Nice. Probably goes there. That's the littlest hole puncher I've ever seen. How cute is that? How fast will I lose it? Let's see what size hole. So it looks like it makes normal size holes. Whatever normal is. Hey Jana, hey Glow. And then there's these little rings, which I'll probably leave in the bag. Let's see. Well, I won't lose it if I leave it where it's supposed to be, right? And they sent 3 little rings. So this paper cutter was inside, like that. Okay, this spare one can't go there. I have to go back here where it was, because that has to go there. Okay, there's all the things. Let's move those things. Put the manual out. The only laminating sheets I have are matte ones, so I'm glad they sent me some shiny ones. I think they're shiny. Okay, user manual. Hey, Gaz. Hey, Dawn. Okay. Product structure and function introduction. There's a paper outlet, inlay center lid, body base, paper inlet. Here's the anti-get stuck thing. And this will take up to, it looks like 13 inches. So that's pretty cool. That's a big one. So it's listed down below in my links. It does cold laminating. I don't know what that means. One-click switching touch adjusts the corresponding cold laminating, 3 milliliter of hot laminating sealing positions, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Laminating only the film. Following types of lamination may cause creasing and jamming. Laminating only the film. Inserting only one side. Inserting at other angles, leaving too much space in the middle. The film is not connected in the middle. Cut off the film and use it again using a deformed film. The size of the paper is 65 millimeters or larger. I don't know what any of that means. Well, part of it. Okay, where's the directions? Like, okay, obviously plug it in, right? Hey, Linda. So right now, last I checked, the cost was $59, but Chow said she has one, and it cost her less than that. So the plug isn't terribly long. I have to go all the way to my floor to plug stuff in, but there we go. Now, turn the power on, and I want to do 3 mil. Press 3 mil. Well, how do I know? Oh, mode switch. Okay. Oh, that goes really easy because my laminating film is 3 mil. And the first thing we'll do is, once this is heated up, is we'll just do a plain lamination. And then we're going to do some projects. Up to the point where it's warm enough for foiling. Hi, Randy. Yeah, they had a coupon. So, yeah, you got to watch it. If it's not available now, it says, away kids, away metal, no touchy. What aren't you supposed to touchy? Okay, so let me get my laminating films out. And we'll just do a plain one, like normal everyday laminating. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Did I say hi, Maddie? If I didn't, hi. Let's do, even though we're almost done with this, let's do one of these. Okay, the light's not flashing anymore, so I assume it's ready. So I'm going to send it through. Let's see how fast it goes, because it claims to be pretty fast. 450 millimeters per minute. Yeah, see, it says to preheat 1 to 2 minutes. I don't know how many minutes it's been. I'm not counting. Okay, thank you for the feedback on whether you could hear me or not. That is pretty fast. I don't know if it's any faster than my mink. Might be. We're going to foil with it, though, but that's going to be at the very last to make sure it's nice and hot. Okay, that's perfectly laminated. And so there's a paper trimmer in here. Let's pull that out. Let's trim this up. Okay, how does it open? All right. And it's got a little, I can't see the edge. Trims very nicely. That's not necessarily the function that I'm looking for in a laminator, but you know, it's a handy extra to have. Very handy. Might as well punch a hole while I'm here, huh? This is from Amazon, and the company is called Q-Fun. Here's the little baby puncher, which I think is adorable. Yeah, punched a hole just perfectly. I didn't expect it not to, but you know, you never know. Storing that extra blade might be kind of a hassle. Nothing that I would not, I mean, those are just extras. Okay, so we've done a regular piece of paper. Yeah, they sent it to me, and so that's why I'm demoing it, and why I wanted to open it up and give my first impression real time. Okay, so next up, I want to do, where did I put my stuff? Good grief, Charlie Brown. I want to make some faux vellum. So I'm going to pull this over to the side like this right now. And I have some tissue paper. I have 2 pieces. Got one of my laminating sheets. And for the faux vellum, you definitely want to use this, this matte stuff. Yeah, I found it though. It was right hidden in plain sight. My thumb doesn't want to work today. There we go. So I'm going to put these both back sides together. Get them all the way to the edge there. Smooth it out best I can. I don't want that little, there we go. All right, let's send this through. You know what, just to make sure, because I don't want to mess it up first round, I'm going to put a piece of paper between these so that it's a little bit stiffer. Okay. I just feel better about it that way. My experiments. Oh, I have something in mind. I've been dreaming about it. And you'll probably see it on my March Oh So Inspired video. It is pretty fast, huh? I get offers to demo a lot of stuff, but a lot of it I say no, because pretty much, you know, I like to cater to the people that, oops, I accidentally had 2 pieces of paper in there. You know, stuff that we do, you know. I don't feel like selling you any vitamins or something like that, you know, or headsets or electronics. I just don't feel like that's represents me or my channel. So what I have here is some kind of faux vellum. But it's really tough, like it's not going to tear. So the more sheer your paper, like if you do a paper napkin, the more sheer of a vellum you get. But I've done, like, I've printed out on tissue paper and then run it through this just so that it would be nice and sturdy. So there's that. Next up, I've got, oh yeah, where'd it go? Oh my gosh, where is it? You guys. I'm going to use this again. I have here, this is some paper from Bitty Penny, and I pre-scored it. So this is the full length of the 8 inches, and then I scored it at 2.5 on one side and 2 1/4 on the other side. And what I want to do is I want to laminate just the outside of it. So I'm going to take one of these pieces of paper, because I want to be able to glue. Me getting the ends apart is the trickiest part. I'm going to take one of these pieces of paper, and I want to make sure that I'm laminating the outside and not the inside. Okay. I'm going to run it through. This is a really simple folder, and I'm making a folder for the ephemera that I cut from the same paper pad. Dreams are better than experiments. Well, yeah, but I was dying to do it. I just didn't feel like getting out of bed. Okay, so it's cooling off, I guess. See how the light's blinking red right here? Now, why did it turn off? Oh, because I turned it off. Whoopsie. I might have done that myself. Okay. I'm going to cut this open. It should separate. Oops, my pinky finger is spasming. There we go. That's probably going to need to be run through again because I messed with the settings. It didn't completely stick. So, I wrecked that one. Next! Yeah, I was looking at, I made earlier, but it seems like it's going to be too much work, but I need something for my 6x6 paper pads because these things are heavy and they take up too much space. So I made this little thing, and this is just a prototype. So I can put the scraps in there too because I don't like clipping them to that. I lose them anyway. All right, let's have a do-over on that one because I screwed it up. Where'd I put the paper pack? Kitty Penny, where'd I put your paper pack? There it is. You want to do something that's fairly non-directional. This would work, but I don't want to lose my ephemera. Okay, it was this one I was working on, and it might have been because I pre-scored it too. You don't have to pre-score it. These plastic things, I don't keep paper in them usually at all. I keep Penny Penny's paper in there, but typically I don't because I don't like it. I don't like the sticky thing on it. Okay. Oops, that's not the right end. These laminating pouches are pretty old too. So the matte laminating paper, I forget the company it comes from. I'm going to do 2 pieces of paper back to back. I'm looking for my copy paper. It's always in my face when I don't need it. Thing is if I do 2 pieces, obviously one of these pieces is going to be laminated. So what makes more sense to me is to grab something else that I might laminate. Hang on. Do I have anything that I've printed out here that I haven't cut out already? Hang on, friends. I've got too many boxes to look in. Where did I put the other box? I've got a steampunk box going here. Now I had to trim all these down because they're too wide to fit in the box, but let's do this. I don't know if this is going to work or not. We're going to find out. So far, I'm not happy. Hey, Abraham. I like it better than my Amazon laminator because it goes a wide width. Oh my gosh. I don't love these sheets. Okay. So we'll put this piece in. And then I'm going to put these 2 pieces basically back together. They don't have to be perfect. I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to put this piece in. And I want this to be the laminated side. All right. Now we're ready. Make sure my other pieces didn't cross over each other. So typically my other laminator, you know, you only have about a 1/4 inch leeway on either side. I've got a lot more room on either side. Right now I'm laminating 2 different things at the same time. Because I don't want the paper side laminated. I mean, I want one side not laminated, let's put it that way. And this is the project I'm doing now. I think I saw on, I can't think of her name now. Positively Papercraft, whatever her first name is, I don't know. Okay, yeah, it worked. So see, I've got this right here, and I just trimmed this off. I should be able to separate these. I might have to trim a little bit more. so I can get down to this piece of paper, because the papers keep them separated from each other. So see, this will be much sturdier, and I can cut those out later. But this is the piece I'm after. And why am I using scissors when this came with a cutter? I don't have a one-sided laminator sheet, my friend. Is there such a thing? I'm not that well versed in laminators. Never even heard of a one-sided laminator sheet. Okay, there we go. I'm going to trim the rest off with my scissors. This thing's a little bit flimsy for my big old hands. Oh, he's pulling my leg. Oh, no, he said Scotch makes some. So I'm just going to trim off the excess here. We're going to leave that going so that it's hot enough for foiling. And I meant to print out a large sheet. Okay, so I already cut the gussets before the video because I didn't know. So this is paper side, so glue will stick to it. And then I'm going to grab my scoreboard here. I'm going to score, let's see, this is the top side. No, that's the bottom side. Yeah, top side I'm going to score at 2.5. Yeah, where did my... I'm going to score it a couple of times. And the other side I'm going to score at 2.25. That's 1.25. What a dummy. Okay, let's try 2.25. It's okay. It's fine. Okay. So let's take my corner rounder. Let's go ahead and burnish these down best I can. Grab a corner rounder. Let's go 7 millimeters. Oh, I should probably be trying this with the corner rounder that came with it, right? Just because it won't do it on the one side. And I don't know, this looks more like a 4 millimeter. It might be a 7. I don't know how to tell for sure. Oh, it's a lot easier to round the corners on these with this one though. I know myself, I'm going to get lazy and not use any of that stuff. I'm going to leave these corners. Then I'm going to take my gussets and see, they're going to glue right here. I don't think I want to glue those on yet. I think I want to do my snap. So I know that this is, how wide is this? This is 6 inches wide, So at the 3-inch mark, I want to make a mark. Hi, Peggy. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Let's see here. Guess a white pencil will be just as good as anything. I just need to visualize where I need it to go, and it's definitely gonna go up about. Okay, let's try right here. Now I'm gonna grab my pokey tool and poke a hole. Just gonna make a tiny little mark here, just so I can find the spot. I'm gonna poke a hole there. And I have these little snaps. Friends, here it is. And I already dropped one of these on the floor and can't find it. So I'm sure my foot will find it. But in the little packaging, you get like an outie and an innie. So I want the outie at the bottom. So I'm going to do the innie at the top. So it goes. Got ink under all over my nails. Sorry about that, friends. Come here, you. They're a little fiddly, but not too bad. I'm just going to poke this through. I'm going to press down the innie on it. And then I'm going to take the little tool. And the tool goes. You stink. Everything has to be awkward, huh? You don't want to punch too hard, but you want to punch hard enough. Okay, now let me grab another pokey outie. You have snaps like this? These are made by Lynda, L-Y-N-D-A. Here's my outie. I lost that tool forever. That's why I haven't been using them. And I'm going to take this little guy and poke him right through there. Take this little guy. Make sure it's going the right way. Take my little tool. And press. Well, that should snap together. Yes, it does. This doesn't seem quite in the middle, but I know it is. Whatever, dude. Now let's get our gussets in. And I'm going to use some red tape for that. So the gussets are 3 inches by 2 inches. So the on the 3-inch side, you score it every 1/2 inch. Yeah, it's not funny, some of the stuff we buy and forget why we bought it. I remembered why I bought these, but then I lost that tool forever. It wasn't really lost, friends. You know how that goes. And the reason I'm using red tape is because I know it's going to stick really heavily. Like, you're never getting that off without ripping things. Okay, and I want this part of the WW on the inside. So I'm going to start with my tweezers. And I'm also going to add glue, just so I've got a little bit of room to move. Let's use my PVA. I want to make sure that this will close, and I want to get it to the very edge. So it's at the very edge here. And then that's going to glue onto it. But I don't want to glue that down until I get this other side down. I have Huey Lewis stuck in my head. I think it's Huey Lewis. Heart and Soul or something like that. Hard to Control. It must have been on a commercial or... Oh, I think it was on a reel that I was watching on Facebook earlier today. These are fun to make. I made a bunch of them one year and put all my Christmas ephemera back in the day before I had dies or anything like that, when I was making boxes. And, you know, I used paper like from Echo Park and stuff like that that already had the ephemera. And I would put the stickers. I would put the sticker. Let me zoom in here for you. Whoops. Zoom in. I put the stickers on paper and then fussy cut them out. Yeah, I know, I'm weird. But because you're gluing paper to paper in this case, it's not such a worry that, you know, you get it stuck perfectly. You still have a few seconds to move it because you do want to make sure that this will fold down. Now, if you want to make a super thick ephemera pocket, you're going to obviously want to make gussets. I don't need gussets at this point. Yes, we need to remember all our stuff. I know. I was looking at an old crochet project I did, and I realized later that I posted a picture of the project, but not the one I made. This little Scotty dog stuffed animal, because my mom wanted a Scotty dog so bad, and she was dying. So I crocheted her one. She couldn't have, you know, she couldn't take care of a dog. Okay. So I made her the little Scotty dog. I don't think she liked it as much as a real dog, but that's okay. So say I want to do, you know, a journal project, and I want to use a specific paper, and I want to use the ephemera from the paper pack, and so on. So this is now gusseted. I can snap it together. I can clip out my ephemera, all that I want, and, you know, small scraps. And just stuff them in that and put them in the paper pack. Okay, next I want to do, it's probably hot enough for foiling at this point. Where is my glue pen? Here it is. So let's try it. Yeah, I'm going to try it. Let's see how it foils. Okay, I took out some Crafty Critta paper. Crafty Critta foil art. This is kind of a fall paper, but it can work for spring too. Yeah, I think I want this one. Hey Diane, sorry about last week, friend. So for this, I'm going to use parchment paper. You can use copy paper. I'm not going to recommend using the laminating sheets that you get with your stuff. You know, if you have a foil machine. And I just want to trim this down because I don't need such a big giant piece. Ought to be fine. So I'm still going to do the things that you need to do, provided I can find my Swiffer cloth. Let me just grab a new one. And I still have it on the 3 mil. And let me grab grab some foil. Of course, all my green foils are in the other one. Okay, one moment, please. Yeah, we need cute things to store our cute stuff. Absolutely. Ah. I have a favorite foil that I'm looking for. I may have used it all. No, I didn't. So this is my favorite, and I think it's called Rainforest, but I don't know. I've lost the label forever ago. But I absolutely love this. And let's make sure I get a piece that's big enough. And dust that off. Make sure it's completely covered. Yeah, I feel like I should trim the paper. I don't know. Maybe it's not necessary, but I feel like I probably should. Because I want to send it through long ways. I feel like if I send it through the short side, it won't foil as well. All right. Everybody hold your breath. I haven't done this on this laminator before. Let's storm back out. Storm. I was looking at a post. Category 2. Okay. Yeah, it wants to jam up right there. Okay, I caught it. Well, I can tell you one thing, it's nice and hot. It did make some wrinkles. See, it waved up right there. So maybe parchment's not the best plan. We'll try something different. But friends, it foiled 100%. I see some really tiny black spots right there in the middle after it had warped up like that. So let's get another. And let's try just plain old copy paper. I'm trying to find my copy paper. Okay. That's 2 pieces, I can tell. And let's trim down. Let's not try to do one whole sheet. Let's do a half sheet. Okay. Well, I did want to show that it can be done with the laminator. You don't have to buy a special machine. And paper cutter, where might you be? Here you are. Let's cut this down to 4 1/4. You know what, let's cut it to 4 3/4, just for kicks and giggles. Dust her off. This thing might get too hot for foiling. I don't know. I've never foiled with a laminator before. I know it can be done. I know lots of people do it. I just had a ink, so I used it. Okay, come here, you. My biggest problem is just grabbing things. I think the main thing is you need to have it pretty tight up against this fold. And I sent it in open side first. So now I'm going to send it in closed side first. Cross my fingers. Yeah, you can turn it up to a 5 mil. I don't know if 5 mil makes more heat or not. I know that it does cold laminating, which I don't know what cold laminating is, to tell you the truth. I've never done it. I don't know what its purpose is at all. Okay, let's give that a second to cool. Yeah, I know you got to do the fold side first, but I was trying to do that long one, but I had to. Yeah, that didn't really foil well at all. You see? I mean, I still like the look of it, but no. I don't love that. Okay, let's try something different. I haven't given up yet. Let's grab one of these others. Do these shells. I'm still gonna do 4 1/4 or 4 3/4. I feel like the parchment paper worked better than the copy paper, so I'm gonna go back to the parchment. It just doesn't need to be so wide. All right, let's find another color for our shells. Dust it off. I'm looking for a shell type color. Oh, I know. This one. Did I put the sticker? No, I lost the sticker. These are all Crafty Critta foils, so that's the most I can tell you. So if you live in Australia, even better deal. And I have a discount code. No, I don't. They did something different. So anyway, but if you click my link, it goes to my affiliate for Crafty Critta. That looks kind of shellish, huh? Okay. Don't give up. I never give up. Oh, I got you. Thank you, Glow. Lamination without heat. So that might work well, for instance, for rub-ons, huh? Because it's going to give it that pressure. I think this one did well. I think parchment is the answer with this particular laminator. So the card I'm using is, this is Foil Art by Crafty Critta. And the weight of it feels to be about 80 to 100 pounds. Oh yeah. I mean, pretty much. There's still some missing spots, but you can hardly tell unless you're upright to it. And there's where, like, it missed right there. Let's try 5 mil, just out of curiosity. Haven't given up yet, friends. Haven't given up yet. Yeah, that's true, but I don't have to turn on and wait. I don't have to turn on my die cut. Well, I do have to turn on my die cut machine, but yeah. I don't have to get it out of its storage spot. It has a permanent home on my other desk. We're going to try this again at the 5mm setting. Might it need a shim? It might. It might very well need a shim. Shall we try one? I've got some hammer mill paper right here. Yeah, just keep swimming. I feel like that it's going to do two things though. It's going to add the extra pressure, but it's also going to not give as much heat. Okay, it's ready. One thing for sure, it gets ready pretty fast. My Amazon laminator takes forever to heat up. Takes as long, if not longer, than my glimmer. You know how they take forever? Run it again, you think? Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, there are some spots that completely missed. I'm looking at the foil now. Let's see what happened with the shim and the 5mm. Yeah, I was thinking 5mm is probably hotter. I want to make sure it's cool, cool, cool. No, it's totally missed spots. Okay, let's take the shim off. Run it through without the shim. I mean, to be honest with you, my mini mink does the same thing sometimes. It's hit and miss. Sometimes it's that the ink is damaged on the sheets. Not from anything that you do, but maybe it's old or something. I don't know. Oh my gosh, that's crazy, die. Yeah, we're still getting really spotty foiling. Or are we? Wait a minute now. Yeah, I'm still getting black spots. Okay, let's try putting the shim on the bottom side. Or let's try some 120-pound paper. See what we get. It won't hurt to run it through multiple times. It's not going to put too much foil, and it's not going to put foil where there already was foil. Oh, face down. That's a good idea. I'm kind of bummed about this. I maybe will run it through again because I can see right here where there's an actual wrinkle too. Oh, I think we're too hot now. It could happen. It did work though. Kinda. So, can you see the black spots, friends? I'm not really okay with that. I really like my piece to be completely foiled. So, let's see. Where were we best? Okay, we're doing better on 5mm. Let's grab another. I want the shells to work. I really want the shells to work. I'm going to try a different foil. I'm going to cut this down. Hi, Anne. Oh, the cat. The waving scared the cat. That's so cute. So let's cut it to 4 1/4 here. We'll leave it at the same length. We've got this. Let's try a different foil. Let's do this gold sparkly foil. People are still surfing too. I bet the waves are great. This is called Glitter Stars in the gold. Oh Lord, these stickers are going to be the death of me. I've obviously not opened this one. And you know what, friends? I know you're going to say that's so wasteful. I can save it if I want for sentiments and stuff. But for right now, I'm just cutting that sucker off. We know this laminator has been heating up a good almost hour. So that should not be the issue here. The issue could be my foil. It just could be. Aggressive foil. Yeah, they do like to tempt fate, and that is just stupid and unfair because, yeah, just like you were saying, we're having to send rescue crews out. That costs money. You know, it's for somebody that's willfully doing something that they probably know they shouldn't be doing. It's one thing if you know, walk along the beach, you have no idea what's happening. There's no wind, nothing, and then just something pops up. Okay. Anya, I'm shaking my foil. Nope, it wasn't my foil because this one's doing it too. Okay. Still haven't given up, friends. No, no, no. What did I do with my shim? Let's do the shim. Let's take Abraham's suggestion and start it on this side. If you're okay with okay foiling, then by all means, but I probably have better luck with my my mink. Ugh. You're right, I could test it against my mink, but if I plug that in too, we'll lose power. You know what I might do, though? I might make myself something suitable, a carrier sheet for this thing. Yeah, that extra pressure helped. I still have black spots. Can you see them? Let's do that. Let's make a... Hopefully I don't completely mess everything up. I'm going to kind of get this out of the way for a second. I'm going to grab one and open it out. I'm going to grab the other one, tear it in two. Flip them around the other way, but before I do that, I'm going to grab some heavy cardstock and put in between there. I gotta walk around. You guys should see my floor because I've been sick. I haven't been in here, but every delivery I've gotten is laying here on the floor. I mean, I've been in here for a little bit, long enough to make a mess and go back to bed. This is some Accent Opaque 120 pound. And the reason I'm using this in between is because I don't want the thing to wrinkle up on me. Okay. You want to make sure that it's sticky side to sticky side. Get it nice and even on here, best I can. This is a way, and you've probably seen Jennifer McGuire do it. She used to make pouches for her. Did I just put shiny side to shiny side? I can't tell. Okay, I don't know. I can't tell. I can't tell what I did. We're going to find out in a minute. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to make myself a carrier sheet. I don't want to use my ones that are meant for my mink or my fuse. Ow, that's hot. Okay. Let's go 7 inches. Okay, so I made myself kind of a carrier sheet there. That's a good idea, Abraham. I'm going to grab another, I should have grabbed more, hang on. Clang. I'm going to grab one of these pieces of foil art. Thought I had one, yeah, with mushrooms. Where's the other one? Yeah, this is the one I want. With the mushrooms. Those will be fun to color too. Exactly. So the point of trying the laminator, Kim, is because it was sent to me by a company and I wanted to fairly test it. Does that make sense? Like I wanted to test it for functions that somebody might need a laminator for. All right, let's grab. This is my other favorite foil. It's called Pebbles. I forget which color though. I mean, it's not the blue one. There's a blue one and there's this one. Pebbles. Do you guys see my Swiffer anywhere? Buried it. There it is. No, I don't want to. I need to move my mouse, friends, because I just ran into it and almost cut us off the live. Okay, let's see if this works or I end up with a disaster. I don't experiment like this with my mink, although, I mean, this cost about the same. It didn't cost me anything, so I'm not stressing over it, but okay, good. I'm glad that makes sense. Yeah, because otherwise, the only reason I use a laminator is to laminate things. Yeah, it's my favorite foil. It is. One of my top 10, there's another one that looks like scales that I really like. Okay, so let's see. Oops. Oh, that didn't work at all. Okay. Send it through with a shim. I think I want the shim underneath. Exactly, if you have a laminator and you're confident that it's going to work. But you can see at this point that it's not necessarily working. I mean, I can keep trying, but I've wasted a lot of foil. I don't want to, I'm running low on this one. I don't want to waste it. Yeah, I just wanted to run a fair test. That's really hot. Okay, now that's weird. Yeah, it missed a whole lot of those little black spots. Let's do this. So my little handmade thing didn't work in this, but it will work in the mink. I know that because I've made them before. Let's move that out of here. Let's put it in the parchment. Doesn't get it better. The cutting feature is basically this. It just comes out, and this is pretty hot. I don't know. I might not store it in here if I'm using it for this long a time. That's really hot. Or, you know, say, what's the point if you have a mink? Because I can make sense of that. Well, I can make sense of any question because nonsense. Well, maybe you've got a laminator and it didn't foil that well. So you decided to go ahead and take the plunge. And no, this is funky NASA. I don't love it. Can you see the black spots? Interesting. It's mostly down and around these areas. Like it didn't foil this little backmost thing at all. All right, we're shutting this off. We're going to do the same other one in my mink. How do you turn it off? Okay. And unplug. Oh, it might work, but I've just unplugged it and I'm going to grab my mink. And I'll do it in the carrier sheet I just made in the 7x7. And it doesn't matter if you use the mink or the Fuse, or Crafty Critta has one, and I can't remember the name of it. If anybody remembers the name, they carry one that works in Australia. Gonna turn it on to 3. Here's the other mushrooms. Same foil. So my assessment of the laminator. It works fabulous for laminating. It works so-so for foiling. I'm not super thrilled. You know, I like to recommend a machine that, you know, is well-rounded, but I'm not super happy with the results on anything that I tried to foil in any way. Where in the heck? Okay. I don't know what happened to the one with the green leaves on it. Lost it somewhere. Here it is. This is the only one, the very first one, that is the only one that fully foiled. Now it could be just the design of the paper. So maybe these designs are a little bit too intricate. Oh, hey, Gaz. Oh, you're here. Best mate. Thank you. Yes. Oh, hey, Jim. Didn't see you come in. I don't remember if I dusted this or not, but I'll do it again just for good measure. Let's see, will this go in? Nope, it's too wide. All right. Let's trim it down to 6 inches. We don't use the Q word? Okay. I was hopeful with that other laminator because it works so fast, but that might be why it's problematic for foiling, is it goes through so fast. So you see my mink is taking quite a bit longer. It feels like it doesn't drop off as fast either. The only thing about making your own carrier sheets like this is they get really hot. The other carrier sheets do too, but you know. But it works. So if you're desperate for carrier sheets, you can make your own with your 3mm laminating sheets. I don't know about 5mm. But that foiled perfectly. So yeah, that'll be fun to color. So with this paper, water-based ink is good, or you know, like water-based markers and stuff like that. You can use alcohol markers if you want to, but the foil will resist the water-based ones where it won't resist alcohol markers. So if you get it on the foil, it's on the foil. Okay, so I still want to do these leaves. We'll do this one. No, I want that one. I want what I want. Is that okay? Nope, these aren't it. Well, you know what? I could probably... Let's see if I can salvage this one. What did I do with the foil? There it is. Might have been. It might very well have been, Jim. All right. Oh, we do not... Oh, that's a glue booger. Where'd that come from? All right. Put you through here, buddy. Yeah, I think the other laminator's too fast too. But even so, even if you send it through more than once, I mean, we tried it 3 times on one of them, and it really, this one we had to run through twice, I think. Maybe not, but it wrinkled up. And it may have gotten too hot. I don't know. No expert here, just somebody that likes to foil once in a while. Can I compare the 2 mushrooms for us of these who don't see the difference? Absolutely. We'll let that cool. So they're both foiled, but on this one, when I turn it, let me get it really, really close. There are black spots. You can see the, words are hard. You can see the printing beneath. Like, it didn't foil right here at all. So, I mean, if you're going to color this, it's not going to make a huge difference, but if you are picky like me, the whole thing needs to be foiled. Now, this one, there are no missed spots. Even like right there, it wasn't missed. Have to get it in the right light. Let me just move this around in the light a little so you can see the missed spots. You'll see black spots where it was missed. And it's more pronounced, for instance, in this one, where, see if I turn it different ways, you can see where there's black. I don't want that. Okay. So I was able to more or less salvage this one. It's now fully foiled. It's got a weird line in it, but, and all the spots that didn't foil are, you know, not foiled in the right color because, you know, it's a variegated thing, but it worked. Let's do it. Let's do just a plain black one. You can see on the foil itself how, put it against something white, how the how it foiled the spots that the laminator missed. Okay, let's do these leaves again in my favorite green. Oh, look, this is sad news. That's the last of it. Boo. You can tell it's one of my favorites. Okay. But the homemade laminator sheet I made works perfectly. And if you just came in about a few minutes ago, I just made this laminator sheet. Oh, look, see, I can see spots of, you really want to dust well. I can see spots of foil on this because I wiped off and wasn't paying attention. You don't want any spots on there because those spots will definitely prevent it from sticking. Hey, Melanie. Right. So what to do with those foiled backgrounds? Well, they can obviously, like for instance, I'll show you. We'll make something with that. I know I'm running a little bit late here, and I don't want to run too late, but I just wanted to make sure that I did a fair comparison. I'm going to recommend, if you want to foil, and you plan on foiling a lot, because these are about, I think I paid $60 for this on sale. Yes, I can salvage the other ones. You're right about that. As far as laminating itself goes, that machine is fabulous. I'm going to turn this off, and let's make a background out of this. And so I want to do 4 by 5 1/4. I have a lot of foiled ones I haven't used either. Basically, the idea for me would be is not to mass make. I mean, a lot of people do like to mass make, but when I do that, I put them away and I forget about them and I don't do anything with it. And let's grab a Simon Hurley ink here. Oh, you guys know I love my Tropical Tango. Where are you, baby? Get a little blending sheet out here. And I just like to have that because it kind of holds the paper in place. This right here is not my glass mat because I was making a video earlier and I needed something matte. So you can ink blend right over the foil. So don't think you're stuck with a white background. Anytime though you're using like a dye ink like this, it'll be much lighter than if you were using it on porous paper, because this is a smoother paper. And let's just for the heck of it kick it up a notch and throw in some No Diving. And I always tap off first. And I'm just going to go in a couple little spots. No, I don't always tap off first. You didn't see me tap off that time, right? But I don't want harsh edges. Okay. Now, does this paper take water that well? No. It does okay if you just go light. The reason I'm going to have to clean up this mess tonight because I have big plans tomorrow. I have a special guest on my junk journal video. All right, take care, Peggy. Thanks for coming. And now I'm just going to, you know, in fact, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to miss my thing right there. And this is my preferred way to splatter water, because you don't get such big chunks. I don't always love big chunks, and I cannot lie. I love greens and blues. They're my favorite. I always say things are my favorite, and I just love it all. So I didn't put enough water to really negatively impact that paper. And so, okay, what do I do with that now? Okay. So let me get out my steampunk ephemera. And maybe you already have a made butterfly. look through the books. Oh, I've been cold all day. Now I'm roasting. Kind of like these books. Definitely like these books. Don't like them together. So let's go from books to butterfly or bug. Yeah, that's exactly why maybe, you know, your foiling session should be focused. You know, this is my plan. This is what I want to do. This is why I'm getting out my machine. I really don't want white edges. I'm stuck with them pretty much on all of these. Well, not completely stuck because I obviously can ink those. Let's go ahead and just ink this part of the books and edges. So, wow, that's kind of busy, right? Wait, where are my tweezers? I really need them. Okay. That's kind of busy like that. So what do? I have a bag here. And I posted a picture on Instagram, and this is my my sort of mixed media bag. And I have fabric and stuff. And let's grab, I have a bunch of these really dirty looking coffee dye papers, or not papers, but this is just muslin fabric. That's too big. That might work. Maybe a little of this. Okay. And then let's grab a little piece of a book page. Oh yeah, good idea. Well, you have to wait until I build my cluster. Okay. That's a little too long, so I'm gonna tear it, and I don't mind the loose strings. That's kind of my style. If it's not your style, you might want to sew it or not use this kind of thing. And you can even drawstring it, like if you just take a couple, let's grab 3 of these here. See if I can hold 3 with my tweezers. 3 or 4. I don't think I can hold any with these tweezers. Might need to get out my others. Okay. I need extra fingers with fingernails. So see, now I can kind of pull this up. And make kind of a ruffle. I don't want to go too far with it because it'll pull right out. Okay. There, we're going to cover that, right? And then lay this on here like so. Glue, please. Yep, there's all kinds of different foils. You're right about that. There is WOW foil. There's, so WOW probably just as easy to get in the UK as it is in the US. There's Pink and Main foil. There's H&H Sign Company foil. Oh, I just heard a stink bug, friends. I better hurry so I can run. Here's what you hear. You hear tick. You hear it landing on something. And that's when you know it's coming. Okay, and then I think I want to do this little portion right here. Let's unfold that a little. They're coming over here because it's warm. We had a wee bit of a cold night last night. Okay. I know those are looking weird right now, but you just have to trust the process. I'm going to glue this straight down. And I had taken and peeled the paper so that I made this a super thin layer. So I kind of wish I hadn't done it on this set of books for what I'm doing right now, but I did, so there's that. We'll stick that down. Oh, thank you, Dawn, for thinking of me. Yeah, I have, well, no, do I have fab foil? No, I have some, oh gosh, I can't think of the brand right now. And this guy, I'm just going to bend his wings up a little bit. Let's grab something dimensional. Little piece of dimension right here. And so what we've done here basically is created a mixed media card with our foil. Now to complete this, and I really should wait for that to dry or just give it a press for a few more seconds before I start manipulating this paper anymore. Oh yeah, so there was a stink bug on my sewing machine, right? I went to get my sewing machine now, and I could sew this down if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. Yeah, he was right under where the needle goes. He was dead, which is always good in my mind. So I'm going to ink around this. Oh no, there goes my glue pen. Pick it up. Pick it up. Okay. Yeah, deco foil, that's what I was thinking of. And then people have their own line with deco foil. I know that Brutus Monroe does. Gina K does. I don't know who else, but probably somebody else. We're waiting on Seth Apter to get a line of foil. He's more my style. Get me some grungy foil, although the Crafty Credit papers that I got are pretty cool. They don't foil though, so there's that. So there's an idea of something you can do with your foiled background that makes a cool mixed media look. Oh, does he? I love Bruce Monroe embossing powders. Let's put this on a, let me see. Do I have a deep, 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 deep green? Not really. How could I be lacking in that color? I think I have one piece left. Trying to get to it. And it's not big enough. Okay. So Of course, it would look good on black. So we'll do it on black. Why not? Just an idea of something you can do. It's basically, I mean, it's a background. The other thing you can do is, listen, sometimes I will just sit and cut butterflies. I have so many butterfly dies, it's not even funny. And then to top it off, I could stitch that all down if I wanted to, but I don't really want to today. You know what's missing? A label. Do I have one laying around here? I think I do. Hang on. Oh, did you get lost under here? There you are. I think I want it to go like that, though. Just throw a little, this is a little faux metal label that I made. Or tag. Just to balance it out. I don't know. I wonder too. Oh, did they? Okay, then it probably is. The Gina K White is probably the same as the Alabaster. But I haven't tried Gina K embossing powder. I've only used Brutus Monroe. So, okay, friends. So that's not on a card base, but there's something you can do. But let me conclude, because that's not even why we're here. So see how much better the mink foiled. No black spots. I have a little overfoiling. I'm not mad about that. Yeah, there still are some black spots, and it's something you'd find in a design that's so tight. So that those lines are so tight within there. The laminator is fabulous for laminating. What is touching me? Nothing's touching me. Okay, let me find the projects we did. Okay, this is a one-sided laminating. I mean, it worked fine. Not one-sided, it was double-sided, but you know what I mean. I'm looking for the little, oh yeah, I put it in here. And this is my little ephemera holder. So this was done on the back side of that. And so the outside of it's laminated, so it makes it strong enough to take care of that snap. And then we've got the little gussets inside. Oh, look what you did. You stuck down where you shouldn't. And so with this paper pack, there's lots of ephemera that I want to cut out, and I can store it inside of here and then put it all back in the paper pack. So I give a thumbs up on the laminator itself. I don't recommend it for foiling. So thank you so much, Q Fun, for sending me the laminator to test out. It's a fabulous laminator. If you need a new laminator, it's where to go. If you feel like experimenting, I'm looking for my blue pen, friends. If you feel like experimenting more with it, have at it. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody, for coming and hanging out. See you tomorrow morning live on my channel for our junk journal. We're going to start the, I would have started it last week, but I was ill. We're going to start the March Makes Madness, or I don't know, something like that. No. What is it? Multi-makes? Working on, you know, making multiples of elements for junk journals, because we're going to be starting junk journals. So we want lots and lots of elements that we don't have to stop and make. All right, friends, have a great night, and I will see you around the rooms. Take care. Let me figure out how to stop this thing. Bye-bye.